So today is Rat Monster's birthday, and it's 9:58 p.m. here in the U.S., but it's like um just like 2 p.m. in Korea. So it's still his birthday, and I'm assuming that he would probably go out for dinner or something. But I just wanted to make a vlog because it's my bae's birthday. Anyways, so yeah, and this is not really like a life vlog or anything, but I'm just gonna be talking about Rat Monster and like how he's inspired me and why he's my bias and how proud I am of him and everything. So yes. I also made a list of like things too because I made this list a while back, but and I don't know if I could find it. I don't know why I'm just looking for it now, but yes. Okay, so anyways. Yes, okay. Rat Monster. Kim Namjoon. My name is Emily. I live in the US and I stan you and I stan BTS so much. You guys are basically my life. And I'm just looking at this wall right here, which has all of the stuff like that I have of you guys. There's a BTS pillow here, right there, and a whole bunch of stuff up here too. With that's probably doesn't look like much, but I just moved, and so I haven't set up everything yet. But Rat Monster, happy birthday! You're 21 here in the U.S., so that means you're legal. And if you were here, like, we would totally be going out to have some drinks and just having fun if we were friends. But we're sadly a Pacific Ocean away from each other, so obviously we didn't get to see each other or know each other in this lifetime until now. But anyways, yes, happy birthday, and I hope that you get a lot of rest because I know that ever since, you know, you guys are always on the run, but especially you, Rat Monster, like, he's just been crazy since Danger Era, like, working on his own mixtape, releasing it, and then all of those end of the year award shows too, and performances, and New Year's Eve, like, performances. He did all of that with BTS too, and then releasing his mixtape, and then going into and releasing the most beautiful moment in life, part one, and then the music video, and Problematic Men, and Dope promotions, and then world tour, and oh my gosh, why is that red? And then just going into like now they're gonna release the most beautiful moment in life part 2, and so he's just on the run. I think out of all the members, he's probably the one that gets paid the most, I would assume, but he's also the one that's just the most worn out, I would also assume. But he is such a great leader. Rat Monster is my bias just because it was between him and Jungkook at first, and like when I was actually deciding who I liked from BTS. And when I watched Problematic Men, and like, or not Problematic Men, what? When I watched for the Four Things show, Rat Monster, like that totally like broke it for me because it showed me, oh my gosh, like it showed me so much of his, how much he was dedicated to music and rapping and being an inspirational person before he even debuted, or you know, before he even knew what he wanted to do with his life. He knew that he had dreams, he had goals, and he wanted to go somewhere, and he, you know, knew that, you know what, like, I hate school, everyone hates school, but I have to do it, and he was good at it, you know, and not just that, but then he worked at school and he was like top 1%, and then he also worked on his music, you know, and he played Maple Story and Pokemon and all that stuff. And I remember in an interview he was saying, you know, I studied really hard in school so that I would have a lot of time to play, and it was just, you know, like, work hard now so you can play hard later, and that's a perfect example. And he's just so inspirational. I don't know what else to say because there's just so much to say. Oh my gosh, this might be like a long vlog. Anyways, so Rap Monster is just so inspirational, and the way that he chose BTS like in a heartbeat, and he knows that he cannot, go far without these people, the other members, and he knows that the other members cannot go far without him, and they both need each other, they complement each other, they're what makes each other strong, and he knows that, and he chose BTS to persevere, their dreams and their goals together as a group, and and I love that he chose BTS, and not to go solo, because then we wouldn't know about any of the other members, or they would have been debuted in other groups, or they wouldn't even have debuted at all. Like BTS probably wouldn't even have been possible, or BTS, as we know, probably would have been a totally different group with totally different meanings, like nothing compared to what it is now. And so I'm just so happy, because Rap Monster is like the sole purpose and the reason, the root of why BTS exists. And Bang Hitman Bang, yeah, he even said that too. And everybody, I'm just repeating what a lot of people already know, but I just have to say it again, because I have so much to say on Twitter, and Twitter only allows so many maximum characters, and I just have to put it all in a video, and I don't care if anybody watches it or not, but I'm watching. So I'm gonna rewatch this again later, because I just love Rap Monster so much. He just, he's very inspiring, and he thinks about the realities, of his life, and he's just so, that's what gets me, that's what is so crazy, because he's so young. We're the same age, 21 in America, 22, and 94 babies, and our generation is a hard one, because we are technically going into the millennials. We're the late 90s to millennials. That's right, the uprising of like technology and the explosion of like music, from the 80s, just like popped out of nowhere. And so we actually grew up in like the best era ever, because 90s was hip hop, and he is hip hop, and that was probably one of the greatest things ever. But anyways, yeah, Rap Monster is amazing, and without him, BTS would not be possible. Therefore, all of the other people's biases in the groups like would not be possible if it wasn't for him. Yeah, also like he's, what I love about him is like he's so sincere with his fans. Like he, I like that he's real. He's probably one of the most real people, I think, are real idols, that's trying to stay as true as he can, and it's hard to like be distracted along the way to your goal or to your dream, and you will get distractions, and you will actually lose your vision of what you wanted to do in the beginning. And he just like he constantly reminds himself that what was his dream in the beginning, and to not lose it, and he wants to be as real as he can to hip hop, and yeah, like he said, hip hop and R&B is a theme, but then he realized, he can still do that and not lose in an idol atmosphere, and not lose the authenticity within it, and that just totally blew my mind, because then when he collabed with like Tiger JK and them, like they said that like he was really cool, and also the other rapper, I forgot his name, was like, wow, he totally changed his mind on what an idol rapper could be. And I think Rap Monster's on the way to changing, history, hip hop history, just the way that he writes his lyrics. He writes his lyrics, and a lot, like literally, I would say like all, actually, like K-pop idols don't get to write their own lyrics, at least not in the beginning. It takes some time. It takes a few years before they can actually start publishing their own work. But for BTS, like that's how they started, was to write their own lyrics. And that's what I love about it, because Rap Monster, he's like oh my gosh, only 21, and he's written over, I'm pretty sure he's probably written by like 200 songs, you know, like how he tweeted the other day that like he just sat somewhere, I forgot, when they were in Kota Kinabalu or something. um that he had written like, I don't know what, a few 12 melodies or something like that. I totally forgot, but he said he wrote like a few melodies just sitting there, you know, for like 30 minutes or something. And that's crazy, you know. It just means his mind is just always working, and I'm just so proud of him. He just does so much. And sorry, I'm just like looking at him right now, but I'm just so like, that's the reason why he's my bias, though. He is the root of why BTS exists, you know, and he's not a dancer, but he dances for the sake of BTS. And he's amazing at it because people come to know and love BTS because, you know, of their dance. That's, you know, to be honest, that is one of their strongest visual points, is the synchronization within their dances, you know, and then you hear the rap and the music, you know, and the voices and all that, and then you see the looks and how it's portrayed, you know, and he doesn't dance, but he does it for the group, and he's good at it, you know. He's good, like, he's so good to the point where, like, you know, you would never know that he wasn't a dancer, and like, the only reason why we know that is because he stresses it in his interviews and his vlogs, and then we kind of just, oh, you know, like, accept that. But then he, like, if he never said anything or told us that, I think we probably wouldn't have caught on as fast until, like, later on. But anyways, yeah. I'm just talking so much because there's so much to say about Rat Monster, and he's just an amazing person. I didn't even get to my list yet, but basically my list was just talking about, like, everything that Rat Monster and I have in common, and there was just so much, like, it's crazy. I know I was just connecting dots that were, you know, I don't know, didn't need to be connected, but I did. And so, yeah, I've been tweeting that. I've been tweeting all day, and like, something that just kind of gets me mad, but then I can't get mad because it's just negative energy. It's just that today is Ratmon's birthday, and there was just like a big hype about it, you know, like right when it was midnight, and then after that it was like gone. Like, so it probably lasted only like a good 6-7 hours. Overall, it was probably about 12 hours, I would say. But like, then it started dying down, you know, and compared to like Jungkook's birthday, it was literally like 48 hours of like his stuff, his face all over my T list, you know. But then today, like, it was like nobody. It was like nobody. It was like right when it hit like noon time here in the US, and then like 6 in the morning over there, it was like super dead. Like, nobody was tweeting about him anymore. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be Rat Monsters Rock in this fandom. And so I've just been tweeting all day. Like, I came home at 12 and I started tweeting for like 4.5 hours. Took a 2-hour nap-ish, and now I'm like tweeting again, making this vlog. I just have so much to say about Rat Monster. But yeah, he's like one of the most inspirational, intellectual, greatest rappers. I don't even know how. And dancers, and most persevering person that I've, like, I don't know him, but I know of him. And so someone that I know of and that I've heard of, he's probably one of those, like, one of the most inspiring people that I've ever met, actually, too. I wish I would have like conversations with him just to see, like, get a feel for his personality and the way that he talks, you know, not just through interviews, but like on a personal level, you know. And man, that would be so cool, like, just to like write music and make music with him too. Like, he's amazing. Anyways, so I can just talk about him forever, but it's 14 minutes already, so I'm just gonna upload this. And happy birthday, Rat Monster. I don't know. I'm just saying this. There are a lot of people that love Rat Monster, even though they're not his bias. The people that do bias Rat Monster, though, I'm just saying, I feel like I'm one of the top strongest Rat Monster stans. Just because, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not that exposed to a lot of other Rat Monster stans, but because I really do like show a lot of support and like everything that I was talking about in this video is like going through my mind every single day. That's like what gets me going, gets me running, like thinking like Rat Monster's trying so hard. You know, he's a leader, he's doing all of this, he did this already. You know, like in high school he did all of this, he did all of that, and I kind of feel like, man, I need to, you know, do something with my life. He's done so much, and I can do that, and I can do so much more also, like just like him. So he's super inspiring. But anyways, I have that running through my head all day. So I love Rat Monster so much. I know everybody loves Ratmon too, but I just personally feel like I love Ratmon like 1.2% more. But I don't know. Anyways, I'm just so thankful for the Rat Monster Nunas in South Korea for always giving us so many pictures. I wish there were more. Like, if I lived in Korea, like, you know, I would be doing that. I would be doing that. But I'm going to be graduating soon, and so hopefully South Korea will be on my list to just see Rat Monster, and I don't know, hopefully to work with them one day too. That would be amazing. Anyways, I love Rat Monster. Happy birthday. I'm just talking a lot now. Happy birthday to you, Rat Monster. Kim Namjoon, Wrench Rhonda, Pokemon, God of Destruction, Pikachu, I don't know, Jigglypuff, whatever, anything. Yeah. So happy birthday, and thank you so much, Ratmon, for being a great leader for BTS and allowing BTS to be possible. Yes, I love you, Ratmon.